I asked the 9D Arcturian Council, how does the work you do for your own spiritual growth fuel the collective awakening? Why do you think we put so many crop circles out for you? Yes, these are energetic points of portals, so to speak, that are always generating in your plan, even after the fields are harvested. When you understand oneness, you know that the one is the many, and the many is the one.
Hello, wonderful souls. Welcome to Becoming Awesome with Peter D. channeling the 9D Arcturian Council.
Hey, you beautiful souls. I'm so happy to connect with you today. The 9D Arcturian Council is going to be here. Make sure you stay to the end. There's going to be a transmission to help activate your connection to the collective growth of the whole planet. Don't want to miss that. Please remember, this is a discussion. Put your comments below. We'd love to hear what you're doing and your understanding of connecting to all that is. All right, let's begin. Most dear, wonderful souls, it has been so long since Peter has channeled us publicly. We are jokingly, of course, thinking, did you forget about us? He has such beautiful connections with so many entities. We understand that when our number comes up, it is an honor. And we just want to begin by saying to those of you attending, we love you. We get to connect our energy with you. This is the whole message. He has asked about how you are part of the collective and how your growth fuels the growth of the collective. So let us start by saying we are aware of your place in the collective, and it is so inviting and so warm and so wonderful. Thank you. Can we just repeat? You are magnificent. Thank you. Please let that come to you. That is your truth, and we are happy to reflect it. We hope that you see it every time you look in the mirror, every time you hear another person's voice, you hear that you are wonderful. It is your truth. Now, to address the question presented, how is it that what you do individually for your spiritual growth is part of what is going on collectively? You may have come across a previous message where this channel, Peter, had spoken to Gaia and explained that Gaia is the collective consciousness of all the collective consciousness of your planet. You view yourself as an individual. You do not understand that you are part of a collective, that you have an individual awareness of focus from that collective. All of humanity is what you would call the group oversoul, not a correct term, but one I hope you understand, of what it means to incarnate into a human body on your planet. As such, anything you do affects your whole. You can have the analogy of cells in your body and understand that if one cell is healthy, then all the cells around it are healthy, and that when you have a collection of healthy cells, then the body is vigorous and strong. Right now, you're on that time on Earth where there have been many diseased cells by design because of the environments around you, because of the intention of negative entities who wish to keep you down so they can control. This has all taken place. Your growth to ascension is an inner job. And when you make any strides at all, it lightens the load for everyone. See, if you can understand what we speak of as the collective, you know what would be called a collective karma. And your whole planet has its karma. But each of your countries have your karma. Each of your families and groups have their karma. You can understand this with the sins of the one person in the family being passed down, and you pretend you are cursed. You understand it that way. You understand it racially when one group is opposing another group and hurts them. And it always boomerangs, of course. Okay? So when you clear one little bit, you're clearing the collective. See, when you came to this planet, you did not just come here saying, oh, I had this past experience or that past experience, and I will come in and I will do my work to clear that out and clear my karma. Those past experiences happened in a culture, in a context. So when you come here to do your work and clear them, you're clearing the culture and the context. This is what lightens the planet. This is what brings the planet up. Many of you are mistaken in assuming that those around you are feeding you the energy. Yes, we are, of course, but that is not what propelling your growth on the planet. What is propelling it is each of you individually doing your work so that you open more. We are sending the light, of course, but if the petals of the flowers close, then it cannot receive that light and transmute it into growth. Okay, and the one growth of the flower is beautiful, of course, but then there's a whole field of flowers, and then that affects the ecosystem. The soil changes, the bees get to come out and they get fed, and everything's changed because of the individual work that the flower is doing. So what you are doing is you are opening up your petals to receive the blessings that are being sent by so many groups, your star brothers and sisters. We are happy to be counted among them. So many groups are here to help you with this now. Dimensional beings, as we are in the 9th D, as you call it, but it is also related to our star system as well. And many of the other star systems where the entities that are present are not vibrating at these higher densities are still here. Those 4D and 5D beautiful brothers and sisters, you must allow their energy in. This is your own collective work, but it is your own individual work. Now, you have heard this over and over, and you are probably sick and tired of hearing it, but everybody says, when are we going to have a massive reveal of your spaceships? When is it going to be open contact with all our ET brothers and sisters? And the answer is always, when you allow it. In other words, when the collective vibration is enough to match. It's not a matter of just, it's not safe. It is. I still freak out and still try to shoot down our ships. Yes, that does go on. Okay. But when you get to the place where you're an energetic match, entities that you wish to come to you can only move their density down so low before they lose and get cut off. Many of you on Earth have experienced this. You know your star seeds, but you forget that because the vibration is so low on Earth. Yet you still chose to come here and be the advanced wave, the missionary, so to speak, to prepare the soil. But you forget that you are a part of a bigger thing. Now, to get there, you must get back to that bigger thing through your own individual work, and you then start to recall. And then that opens up the whole vibration of the planet. The planet gets lighter, and then, boof, you see us. You see, we're already here, but we're not vibrating in the density that you're vibrating in. That is a collective thing that will happen. Those of you who can raise your consciousness high enough, you start to see this. You are the ones having the sightings. No one believes you yet because, of course, they can't see it. They have no experience because they're so dense. But because they're in your presence and you have done your work, they start to change. On your 3D level, they wonder, why is this? And then on the 5D level, they're in your energetic field and they start to shift. Why do you think we put so many crop circles out for you? Yes, these are energetic points of portals, so to speak, that are always generating in your planet, even after the fields are harvested. Okay, but on the 3D level, they intrigue many of you. Those of you who've looked at the beautiful pictures of crop circles know you can't help but be drawn in because it's more than just the symmetry and the beauty. There's encoded messages. So you see how that one little act there helps so many. What you fail to realize is that you are generating your own inner crop circles, your Torah, your field, your mandala, whatever you choose to call it, is your energy field. And as you change, you connect to all those around you. So this is the energetics and the dynamics of what is going on. We have spoken to that. We hope you understand it. But we now want to go into a deeper concept of what is really going on, and it is called oneness. Now, this makes the channel Peter really laugh because he first went to Oneness University, and it was run by monks in the Hindi tradition. So they had to do all the things that Hindus did in their worship: wear white, take your shoes off before you go into the temple, don't point your feet at anybody because it's rude, and all these things that were just tradition, okay, that he confused for the time as part of, I have to do this to become spiritual. Now he's thrown all that away and he can just wear his own clothes and speak to you normally about oneness, and you mostly can understand it and he understands it. But now can you expand even further? And this is why Peter is laughing when we bring up the topic of oneness. Can you be one with other entities? Yes, not just your husband and wife pair, not just your family pair, not just your extended family, but with your city, with humanity. Can you go past humanity with another species? First one dog or one cat, and then all those species. And then not just the animals and the plants, but then all that is conscious. And then what you call extraterrestrial consciousness. It's all part of the oneness field. It is all part of all that is. And your growth is understanding oneness. When you understand oneness, you know that the one is the many and the many is the one. And so as the many changes, the one must change. And as the one changes, the many must change. As you truly understand oneness, you will know that the greatest work you do is just simply entering the oneness field. Now, to enter the oneness field, you have to let go of what stops you. All those mental beliefs and perceptions of how things are supposed to be. That keeps you from oneness. The idea that you see someone outside you as separate, instead of energetically enter their field and know, wow, we're both carrying this energy, but it's just kind of that flavor over here and this flavor over here. What is your 31 flavors of ice cream at your famous ice cream store? Okay, this is all it is. It is still all the ice cream, and it is all tasty. So when you have that kind of awareness, which you move out of the mental blockages, the beliefs, and most importantly, the densities. Peter is so happy because here it is. We again get to say for him, and we are happy. Clear, clear, clear. Move your densities out that are keeping you from understanding oneness. He always wondered when he would go to what was called Oneness University. You can understand that he would wondering all the time what it is like to be in this oneness field. And how do I get there? What do I have to do? He did not understand that simply moving his densities, clearing his blockages, automatically puts you into oneness because you're lighter and more expansive. This higher density vibration automatically connects you because that is the stuff of higher densities, the connection. He was so confused at first. How am I ever going to establish a relationship with his sacred higher self, which he used to channel? Now he can channel anybody. How is he going to ever establish a relationship with the divine? He would go and take classes on what was called God realization. What? I am God? It's not just a piece of God inside me, but I am infused and built out of God stuff? Yes, this is the oneness. And when you get to that level, you realize that all the external things, the camera that he is looking into, the screen that you are looking into, are you even one with that on that level? This is where you go, and you get there by doing your internal work of the blockages. What is it that separates me? And we have told you it is mostly the mental beliefs, particularly those ones that cut you off. I'm not worthy, I don't deserve. Of course, how can the divine be with you if you're not worthy and you don't deserve? You've got to keep it at bay. And then also the internal blockages, the hatred, the anger, the sadness, the fear. And it's not just that you express these things, but you understand that when you hold sadness, which most of you do, this is the clearing of the planet. When you hold fear, which most of you do, this is the clearing of the planet. Then that by itself is a density that keeps you from being in the field of connection. And it drags down the entire field, as we said with our earlier analogy, when one of the cells is sick, that area of the body and the whole body becomes sick. So this is how your work is so important. Many, many people come up to Peter and his beautiful wife and ask in their sessions for clearing and channeling, they ask, what is my purpose? And of course, Peter is being helpful, but he always laughs. Duh! Your purpose is just what we have spoken of in this whole time. You do your internal healing so that the planet can heal. You are on no bigger mission. The biggest mission of all, the whole planet rising and ascending. And this is where you get to from your own personal work. This cannot be stressed enough. You must do it. Many of you have gotten past fortunately, but some of you not yet. When somebody's going to do it for me? When will the white hats show up? When will our ET brothers reveal themselves? When is it going to be all peaches and cream and tacos and hot sauce, as Peter likes to say? Well, the answer is when you allow it. Because it's not coming to you from the outside, because that is the wrong construction of how change takes place on a spiritual level. It comes to you when you do your work, which is clearing what's keeping you from it, with the analogy we have given you of the flower opening up its petals. The sun doesn't stop shining, but it's just shaded itself because the brightness means it'll have to see what's truly inside. And most of you do not wish to see what is truly inside. If you did, you wouldn't be attending to this message. You would already be in a much higher state of consciousness and know all this. So what is inside you? And this is going to be your journey and your growth. And it is the most beautiful thing, and it is the most important thing, because not only does your soul grow, but then your planet and the collective grows. And if you understand the little teaser that was given to you about being God realized, then yes, even Source, all that is, God, grows. Can there be any greater, more wonderful purpose? No. And this is the celebration of all life and all consciousness. And we, as the 9D Arcturian Council, are so happy to have given you this message to inspire you to continue to do your personal growth, because it is planetary growth. It is the collective growing because of you. Now, Peter has asked us to send an energetic transmission, and we will do this. He is going to use light language. Please know that he's kind of scared right now. He's telling us, because he usually doesn't do light language when he does transmissions. We are laughing. It's like, shut up and grow, okay? Isn't this message about growth? Just shut up and do it. Okay, he's on board now. So what will happen is you will hear sounds, and it will be different because it will be nonsensical to you. But in the vibrational frequencies that are being carried, these are coded by these sounds to activate openings in you. These openings will be in two kinds. One is so you have more awareness and clarity of that which is still dense, so you can see it without judgment and actually deal with it and open the flowers of your petal. The other one is to move you into the oneness field. Yes, and in that oneness field, you're just going to start to feel the connection. And as you feel the connection, you will know and understand this indeed is the process of collective awakening. This is what it feels like. I've embodied it. Now I can carry it forward even more, as well as enjoy it. So let us begin. Please acknowledge that you are a God source being. Please be aware that you are connected to all other consciousness, because it is all manifestations of your divine. Now, from that place of awareness, just welcome being connected. You don't have to pray. You don't have to ask. Just welcome. Just open up and turn your flower towards that light and receive. Iho pasa malo chu imakata bato o hina ha chiluso chimanalito ku ichapapa mo ya no malati dito luchi cha 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 yamaha kola du inapaso kono hocho ti ha. Yo, no masalete dilo o ninakala hoche bala tu somamala di ha ha di somala konobuto posakala ji ho malamba danoni koloduto o ya Kona soli katlapa oh ha 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 oh china so Sit with this energy. Know it is working on levels that are beyond your conscious awareness, activating and triggering all parts of your connection to Source, letting you embody oneness from this perspective. We are so grateful to be with you. Hey, beautiful souls. You always hear me say clear, clear, clear. You don't have to do it alone. 3 days a week, Tracy and I offer channeled clearing and coaching sessions. Get the help you need. You don't have to struggle through things. Get a little bit of assist 3 days a week with channeled clearing and coaching sessions by donation. Check the links below. Stay blessed. Hey gang, this is Peter D. I don't know why I've gone so long before channeling the 9D Arcturian Council. It's really an interesting energy because it's so settling. I mean, I just get not like calm, but just I feel solid on the inside when I'm actually in connection with the 9D. And I think it's just part of their expansiveness and my ability and growth to allow and receive that level of energetics. Yeah, you're all headed there. So, okay, thank you so much. I think the big key is know that you're all one with everything already. And if you understand that, your connection grows stronger. And then two, it's an inner job because it's like your body. You heal the cell, you heal the system, you heal the organism. And that's the message for today. Please, 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 please leave your comments below. It'd be great to have this be a discussion. And follow, like, subscribe, leave a review. It'll help Tracy and I out so much. Many blessings till we see you next time.